Yo, what's going on, world? What's going on, Facebook? What's going on, all of our nitty gritty viewers? Anybody watching us live right now on listenvisionlive.com? What's good?
What up,
Hey.
What up?
Hey.
The nitty gritty.
Look, it's another episode of the Nitty Gritty Show. Today we're going to be talking about sex, dating, relationships. It's going to go there. So, we all blacked out today, so it's going down. Of course, I'm Jay DeCosta.
I'm Katniss.
Tay Jordan.
Together we are
The
nitty
nitty
gritty.
gritty.
So, yeah. So, look, it's about to go down. We got two guests that should be familiar to y'all if you've been watching. But in case you don't know, we got the man, Rob Parks.
Hey.
What's up, people?
Yeah, Rob, you do a lot. You contribute to Fox Sports 1.
Worldwide Rob.
Realsport101.com. I'm a columnist for that. TMZ.
TMZ.
Cover the Cavs. I was just in Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland. I was just at home for Game 4 for the finals. Check out my shirt, Defend the Land, the official final shirt.
Hey,
That's
yes,
what's
sir.
up.
We got to get Game 5, man. That's the mission right now. So
Cool. And then I got
Don't
my...
forget.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, so we got that. And then I got my man, Stephen Powell, doing a big work in the Baltimore, D.C. area. Stephen, tell them about yourself, sir.
So my name's Stephen Powell, local photographer, founder of Welcome Home Foundation. We try to help kids and with homelessness and everything like that. So good to be back. Glad to be
Yeah, it's good.
among
Good to
some
have
great
you back.
folks. Absolutely,
Welcome back,
absolutely,
Steve.
absolutely.
Yeah, so of course we always do a how was your week. So everybody, how was your week? We'll start at the end. We'll start with you, Steve. How was your week, sir?
How was my week? I had a lot of travel for work, so that's always good and bad. I got a chance to go to Virginia Beach for a couple of days for work, and so I got a chance to go to the beach. Other than that, my week was pretty chill.
That's what's up.
Right.
Tay, how's your week, boo?
My week was cool. I wasn't on the beach, unfortunately. But yeah, my week was cool, on the up and up, so that's always good. Happy to get these shirts in. Got
Yeah.
some black
Shirt's
shoes
dope.
to presents the Nitty Gritty Show. And
Need a
we got to
shirt,
get this
man.
up. Thank you. We got to throw this up on the site, get some merch selling, and
Yeah.
take off.
Coming soon.
Yes, sir.
How about you, Mr.
Yeah,
Parks?
my week was great, man. I was working out in Newport News for the week on my IT stuff. Then went home to Cleveland for the Cavs game. Got a chance to be on ESPN First Take.
Okay.
A lot of shots of me on ESPN, so that was great, man. So I can't really complain, man.
That's what's up, man. That sounds blessed to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
How about you, Miss Katniss?
And my week was okay. Work was work, but I had a great weekend. I just got back from Virginia Beach. Shout out to Melanie and AJ. Your wedding was beautiful, and I'm very, very happy for you guys.
Weddings, black love.
Yes,
Yeah, black
yes.
love.
Yeah, nice.
Black love.
And how was your week, sir?
My week is always, y'all know me, it's Jay DeCosta. My week is always breezy. It's always good in my hood.
Mine say you're the
I
man
have
on these
nothing.
streets.
Listen, yeah, what I'm saying? I'm real out here, man. Ask about me. Google me. You know what I'm saying?
Google
Don't
me.
Google me. You might find some stuff you don't know. But like everything is always good. I got a chance to go with Katniss to the wedding. Yeah, definitely shout out to Melanie and AJ. Thorough good. Just joined together in a beautiful union. Amazing wedding, too. It was beautiful. Over there at the VA Beach Convention Center, all that.
Nice.
Like,
Nice.
I know y'all spent chips on that. So
Hey.
blessings to y'all.
What's up,
Right?
man?
Yeah. So great week. Happy that everybody's blessed. Seemed like a lot of us was in Virginia, so that's cool. And then of course, we go into our to hell with. Like we just and I got a bunch of them. I usually try to clip these down, but now I don't even care. So I'm gonna read down the list. To hell with Trump pulling out a pact. Come on, global warming is a real thing. The fact that he doesn't see that, whatever. How you gonna pull out an organization that we created? So that's crazy. People outside of the African diaspora saying nigga. Shout out to Bill Maher and everybody else.
Man.
It's a wild guy right there. Man.
Even some Asians. There's even some Latino people we don't fully accept y'all. Like y'all just need to chill out on that. Like you're not allowed to say nigga. Just watch your tongue. Watch your tongue. You might
Watch
get.
yourself.
If you get hit, I'm not condoning that we should beat people up because they say the word. But
I think it should be a natural reaction. I think it should be legal to pop somebody in their lip just off natural.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Well, that's still assault. You know what I'm saying? It's still technically assault. I mean, I feel like I'm
that's
with
like
you.
self-defense.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, hey, but more reason why you shouldn't say it because you can never judge how somebody's going to react to something, right? So
True.
because you don't know how someone may react, I might just look at you and give you a dissertation on why you shouldn't say the word. Someone else might just
Pop you in your lip.
bless you with the fade, all right? So
Right.
don't say
Lesson
it.
learned.
to hell with music subscriptions, man. It's too many of them, man. I got like 3 of them joints just to get all the albums I need.
Wait,
you know?
why? I'm on my Spotify, so I was with Tidal at first, and I switched to Spotify. I went back to Spotify. I'm trying to go to the Magna Carta Holy Grail album, and Jay-Z's whole catalog is
Cool.
gone
Only on Tidal.
Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm like, man.
So like, yeah, to hell
I
with
gotta
music
respect it,
subscriptions.
though.
I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you own your masters.
It's still on Apple, all his albums?
No, not all of them. He pulled them.
He pulled like 2 of them, right?
No, all his single albums.
left me unfinished
So like,
business.
Watch the
Oh,
Throne
okay.
is there.
He pulled them. I was just listening to it yesterday. Like in my lifetime, volume 1, I was listening.
On
to that.
Apple?
Well,
Yeah,
no, it was an
Apple, yeah.
article out, so maybe he hasn't done it yet, but he does plan on pulling them all.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Only thing he'll
status.
leave out is all the stuff that he did joint with
Tidal,
someone
huh?
else. Yeah, so yeah, but he owns his master, so he could do that. LeBron haters, to hell with y'all. Like, come on,
Always.
stop hating on the man.
Facts.
Like, if you go to the finals 7 times in a row, I'm sorry, you're great. Especially when you do it with different teams, and he don't got the coldest squad that y'all think he does.
Or the coldest coach.
No.
Yeah, like
He
so.
is the coach.
Yeah,
I like to say
So
this.
it's always player suspect on the teams. I'm like, I can go, man. I can go about that for an hour. I'm not even gonna go into that. But
Yeah.
I like to say
LeBron
this,
is great,
though.
man.
I'm gonna say this now. If LeBron James and Cleveland Cavaliers come back from a 3-0 deficit and they win these finals against 4 Hall of Famers,
witness.
there is no more argument.
There's
The
no
man
more
is the
discussion.
GOAT.
No more
LeBron-
discussion.
MJ
Hashtag
never
witness.
played against
He'll
the
be
competition.
yeah,
Like,
he'll be the GOAT.
let's
yeah,
not
for
talk
sure.
about it no more. Like, can we really rest it after that? Like, what
Yeah.
more do the man? It's like, what more can I say? Like,
I
what
mean,
else-
3-1 is enough for me. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the craziest thing I've
But
ever
with
seen.
this team with KD and to come back 3-0, like,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Oh,
squash
yeah.
out the
It's a,
game.
he's a
LeBron,
problem.
though.
Right,
Then he's a
right.
problem.
Right.
Yeah. After that, he no in the discussion.
Exactly.
He's the GOAT.
Also, you know, I want to be on the offensive today too. I'm just gonna make people mad. To hell with MJ fans, cause like y'all just like shaking from reality for real. Like, don't get
But
me
see
wrong,
what's
MJ,
crazy? Oh, go ahead.
MJ was a great shooter, right? But Slim like wasn't doing nothing when Magic was still in the league. Okay, like he wasn't getting past Bird, he wasn't getting past Magic. He couldn't do nothing with the bad boy Pistons when they were still bad. I mean, they were not as bad anymore.
Right.
I'm just saying, like he didn't have to get one of them to play with him. So I'm just saying, like Rodman did play with Jordan, so.
That's real. That's real. And my thing, and see, I'm an MJ fan. That's what's crazy. Like, I'm a Kobe fan.
But
as
not
well,
to hell with
but
you, though. I'm talking about all the other ones.
No, I feel you. But like, my thing with some of his fans, just like the same thing with some Kobe fans. It's like you feel like you like MJ so much, you like Kobe so much, so it's like I have to hate LeBron, and it's not even like that because I'm a fan of all three. I can appreciate all three, but in terms of rating basketball players, I think it's quite evident like LeBron is still on the more complete side than any of the others.
True.
That's just me.
Facts. I can rock with that. And then I got 2 more to hell with, so we'll go over these real quick. The overuse of the word woke, like, please stop. Like, people gotta say you're woke just because you know what good chicken is. Like, stop. Like, that's not woke. Like, let's stop overusing the word woke. And then also people hating on Kendrick for buying his sister a brand new Camry. She just graduated from high school. I'm just saying, like,
He
I
a
don't care how
millionaire,
rich
though.
you.
Why he ain't get a Bentley or something?
That's crazy. That's poor use of our money. Okay,
She's graduated from high school. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
he got it. He got it.
we go in on rappers all the time about how they overspend, and finally we got a rapper out there being reasonable with his money. Mind you, it is his money.
That's real.
And he decides to buy his sister a brand new Camry. I'm sorry. If someone buys me a $30,000 car cash, I'm happy. And anybody hating on
Right.
my parents or whoever decided to buy me that car, you go kick rocks. They bought me a Camry. What you gonna buy me? Nothing. So
That's real.
yeah,
That's
to hell
true.
with all that. But then we always send blessings, so we got to keep balance, right? So blessings to music subscriptions. And I know y'all like, but Juan, you just said to hell with. So but also send blessings, right? Because I do have all the albums I want. It took 3 subscriptions, so I pay like $30 a month, but
You
I don't
got
have to
3
buy the new.
subscriptions?
Yeah, that's sad.
should've
It's
just did
sad. I'm
Apple-
addicted to
you should've just
music.
did Apple and SoundCloud and called it a day.
Nah,
bro.
because I got
You're
Apple.
repetitive, Juan.
No, I got Apple. I got Tidal, and on top of that, I got Groove.
What's
so,
the need to have all 3 though?
What is
Like,
what is Groove?
There is actually different
What is
stuff.
Groove?
Is the Microsoft joint. There's actually different stuff on
Microsoft.
all
You don't
3.
need all that,
Android,
Juan.
like-
No,
Yeah.
but I
You need an iPhone, brother.
Microsoft.
I listen to a lot
you
of
subscribe
jazz.
to your Hotmail account.
I listen to a lot of jazz. There's some jazz stuff, believe it or not, that is not on Apple.
Okay,
There's some
okay. There you
some
go.
gospel
Okay.
stuff that only shows up on the others. So
That's right.
you need them all.
Okay.
So
That's
so blessings to them because I don't have to buy like 50 CDs or whatever anymore.
Yeah, I was
so
just
that's
wondering,
great.
like, man, what should I do with the CD collection? Like, should I just throw them away or should they become coasters? Like,
Yeah, you know, collectibles. Blessings to the Cavs in Game 4. Going to come back Game 5, do the darn thing, right? So
Yes, sir.
big stuff there. Blessings to good weather. It's been beautiful all weekend. I don't know where everybody was at the whole weekend, but if y'all saw the weather I saw, it was amazing. Shout out to Ice Cube. 25th anniversary of that album dropping again, so that's dope. Shout out to Melanie and Adam again. Big looks on that. And of course, last but definitely not least, shout out to us, the Nitty Gritty Show.
Hey.
Today is our 10th episode. We rocking shirts. We got Rob Parks back. We got Stephen Powell back.
10
Steve been rocking with us
episodes
for a while.
in.
Steve, you like 3 or 4 episodes deep now.
Yeah.
It's my third
We
one, I
gotta get
think.
him a shirt.
Yeah, we gotta get Steve a shirt.
Honorary
Steve.
member shirt.
After the show, let me know what size you are. We getting you a shirt. You don't have to pay for yours. Everybody else is gonna be $20.
Boom.
But
But she said, "Whoa,
Blessings.
yeah."
To the blessing.
yeah, we gotta get you a shirt, man. You been on that much. Rob will probably get a shirt soon too. You know what I'm saying?
For
So,
sure.
Let's roll it.
so you know what? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Like I said, we're talking dating, we're talking relationships, we're talking sex. I got a video for you to get it kicking. Shout out to my man Clint Cooley for doing this for us. Well, not for us, but I took his content and I'm using it. So shout out ADD, shout out Clint Cooley because he a funny dude. And let's go to it. Yo, Jacob, play that video, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, so it should be the second one I emailed to you is what would if men told the truth? Alright. Yeah, y'all seen those before?
I've seen that.
They're hilarious. Cool. Yeah, so this is gonna be a great one. Everybody's been he's laughing already because I think I didn't show you these before, Steve, right?
I remember seeing this particular video before, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Max, roll that video for us, sir.
The title was just funny.
Yeah, man. It's the best date I've been on, yo.
I'm sorry, date?
Date, right? I asked you out. You said yeah.
No, it's not a date. I just got out of a relationship. I'm not really dating right now. I thought you knew that. Want to be single and is that okay?
Yeah. Nah, that's cool. No, it's cool. It's cool. We just two friends enjoying a drink, right?
Right.
Cool. Cheers to that. Two friends enjoying a drink.
Oh, I'm so glad you took that so well. A lot of guys that got all of their feelings about it, you know.
Excuse me.
Respecting my wishes.
No, everything's not good. I'm sorry. Hold on for a second.
No problem.
Can you do me a favor? Put what she had on her tab, put what I had on my tab. Because I was just informed that this is a date. And since it's not a date and we're just two friends enjoying a meal, then maybe she can go pay for her own shit. Am I right or wrong? Now, let me ask you this. When you go out with friends, you don't pay for their shit, right? You pay for your own shit because you guys are friends. On dates, I pay for dates. See, she must think that I'm boo-boo with food. She's thirsty. She didn't have no money. She wanted to go out tonight. As a matter of fact, let's take this a step further. She got dressed. Look at her. Fine as titties out, arms out, back out. Got my dick hard the entire evening. And now you gonna tell me it's not a date? I got dressed for this shit. Look at me. I'm fine as and you're gonna tell me it's not a date? If it wasn't a date, I could have just worn sweatpants and sneakers and a goddamn t-shirt, not this multicolored dashiki. Then on top of that, also her telling me it's not a date, I use my best jokes. She's sitting up here cracking the up laughing. Sounded like Woody the Woodpecker. I hate her goddamn laugh. And I gotta put up with this shit all night, and it's not a date. Look at all the shit I did for it not to be a date. The last thing I'm gonna do is pay because it's not a date. So if it's not a date, do me a favor, take the checks, split it in half. If it's not a date, pull out your goddamn purse.
You got that.
Thank you.
Sorry you had to go through that. That's straight disrespectful. 2 checks.
Thank you. So you were saying?
All I can do here is just thank you guys. Thank you guys for.
Oh wow, Clint Cooley's hilarious.
Yikes.
Yeah, right.
There's a whole lot.
There's a lot to unpack. You know, that's what the black intellectuals say. Let's unpack this. So yeah, this is a great segue though, because we're talking dating. So first question I want to throw out there, like automatically, why do I know this is gonna be a lot of heat? Why do women want men to pay when they have no intention?
No intention of what?
I'll take the first stab at this.
It could be, it could be progressing a relationship, you know, whatever.
All right, Tay.
Go ahead, Tay. Tay ready. She like guns is out.
I'm
Let's
just
go.
saying, no, I got answers. You got questions, I got
Oh
answers.
Lord.
Okay.
Oh,
I just asked
God.
the questions.
So the question is, why do women expect men to pay when and women have no intention of paying, you said?
No intention of.
Like
Pursuing
dating, you're getting to
anything.
know the guy. They just use him for a free meal. Yeah.
Well, I mean, phrase that way, it's a bit different. Like if you are actually on a date, then you know you should first date, whatever, you should pay as the man. But if she going out, she felt as though like, you know, I'm going out with my friend. Okay, maybe she should have paid for her own thing. But in generally speaking, if it was a date, then my answer would have been different.
Okay. My thoughts on it is that I believe when it comes to dating, like you guys actually have some attraction to one another and you decided to go out, that the man should pay for the very first date. Now thereafter, if you guys are, consistently dating and going on multiple dates, then I don't see any problem with her paying for a date here and there, or going Dutch. One thing I do want to make clear is that I think that we are hard on women about their intentions, but men's intentions are messed up too. A lot of them feel like, well, if I pay for a date, I should get them draws, and that is not the case, sir.
Smash.
No. Absolutely not. A woman should be able to tell you when the time is right. You don't tell her just because you paid for something. Who are you?
That's real.
So,
and they shouldn't pay for dates with the intention that they owed something in return.
That's for either sex. Yeah.
I'm not about to take a plate in exchange for my draws. Like, that's seriously, like, cheap date.
Right.
All right,
It's real out here, B.
so brothers, y'all got anything to throw in on this right here?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Y'all good on that
You
one?
don't got nothing to say? Oh, that's different.
Nah, I can chime in. So to answer the question, and just looking at the video, she was saying she just got out of a relationship. This isn't a date. That doesn't mean that the courtship process for him hasn't started. So she may not be interested in him now, but the idea of courtship is for him to garner her interest into liking him the way that he does.
She probably should have kept that.
Actually, I got some. I got some.
So just speaking to that video, she said she wasn't ready for a relationship at that moment. Doesn't mean she couldn't have been ready for more had there been more dates and everything like that. So I mean, in courtship, the man is supposed to pay, whether it be the first date, second date, third date, etc. So in that particular instance, can't really tell if she would have been interested by date 2 or date 3 or not. But in terms of why do women use the free food guy? Just because they can. I mean, there's really no.
In terms of his reaction for this particular video, that's why I can't really come to her defense. Like, if it wasn't a date, then she probably should have kept that to herself and just took the free meal. But,
Scandalous,
Hey,
everybody
real,
running
man.
game.
It's real life.
No, I'm just playing. But I mean, I don't have a problem with his reaction. She voiced it. She said that it wasn't a date. So if it's not no date, then we ain't working towards nothing. So you pay your own way. I have no problem with that. But if it was a date, I know some men that feel as though that, we still should be going Dutch, or the woman still could pay for her way, and that's where I have a different opinion, and I disagree. I feel like Steven said, first couple of dates, like, it is the man's responsibility. You wine and dine who you want, that's just what you do.
I ain't say all that. No.
No. Okay, the first date. The first date.
Courting costs money.
Okay, first date's cool, but it's like this. This is real life. If if a woman is really attracted to you, you don't know, and
What are you trying to?
you're not gonna have to do all that work like that. I mean, you can if you want, but if she's really feeling you, like, it's gonna be like a mutual thing, not you tricking off or simping. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not paying for it with the intentions of she's gonna like me more. It's just something that you
No,
do.
just something you do. Like, if I want to eat good, I'm taking my lady with me. We gonna eat good. I'm paying.
But you wouldn't have expectations after you fed her well.
It's not about expectations with me. Like, it's just gonna happen. Like.
And there's also an issue of
And
communication.
that's real, I'm just keeping it real. Like,
The fact that he
I can't
doesn't,
speak for everybody else.
the fact that he didn't know it was a date prior to is his fault. So that's that's due to lack of communication and him not either noticing that she wasn't into him like that, or he not even being man enough to have a real conversation with her as to what she sees in him prior to him taking her out. So that's partly on him.
And I want to follow off what Stephen just said. I also think it's lack of maturity on his part, because in that very moment she probably was vulnerable and nervous to express and say, hey, I just got out of something and I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Most real men would be appreciative that you're telling them something that's a private matter, or how you're feeling emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So the way he acted was ridiculous.
Wait, she just got out of what, relationship?
That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
Well, she says, like, hey, I'm kind of like out of a relationship now. I thought you knew that. I would say the responsibility falls on both people. Because, there's women out here accepting gifts. Like, you know if a dude's trying to holler. I understand maybe like a dinner, but if somebody takes you to Ocean Air, they taking you to Iron Gate, Fogo de Chao. Like, obviously the brother for real interested. Like, you just don't take anybody to the melting pot. You taking somebody that.
Hey, Juan, I got something to add. You heard of seeking arrangement before?
Oh, what?
I'm about to put you on some game. So seeking arrangement is like a site where, guys are like the sugar daddy. It's like a Facebook. It's like a Tinder, but the guy's a sugar daddy, and then you have the sugar baby, and then they have an arrangement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we talking about regular good old dating. We not talking about the cyber, like, I'm out the trick. Like,
expectations.
I mean, even regular good old dating is like this now, man. It's crazy out here.
No, see, that's the issue. Because
crazy,
y'all be
right?
trying to treat it as if it's like an arrangement. Like a meal is not an arrangement.
Everybody's
It's not
no.
an
Every,
agreement
everybody's
for
dating
reward.
experience is not like that.
I
wanna-
just feel like a man should have some polish about himself and just go with the flow. Like, don't be expecting nothing. Like, just let it happen. That's how I feel. You don't. I'm not expecting her if I pay for meal. I'm getting the draws. Like,
Well,
just
let me ask you this: is there a certain amount of dates that would be disappointing? Like, if you took a woman out, let's say, for instance, on 5 dates and you didn't get the draws, would you be disappointed? And move
3
on to the
dates.
Max.
Next.
It shouldn't even be like. To
That's
Rob's-
ridiculous.
to
That
Rob-
is ridiculous.
To Rob's point, when you let things happen organically, whether it's day 1 or 12, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, you two are adults, so whether you build that chemistry on day 1 at the movies, on your date 6, 7 at Fogo de Chao, whatever restaurant you want to go to, if the chemistry is there and it happens between two people, that's what happens. As far as dudes getting used for dinner and stuff like that, that's just how the game go. If you're gonna put yourself out there,
Charges of the game.
if you're gonna put yourself out there to keep paying for women who show no interest in you other than eating with you, then that's on you.
That's your fault, brother.
That's 100% on you.
Yep.
Now, I'm happy that you guys brought that out because I wanted to make a comment about also dating, getting a little bit outside the shell. A lot of people want to do dinner, the typical things for dates, or I don't know why some people go on dates to the club, but it happens. That's crazy to me because you just trying to, whatever. Like, you're just gonna get your girl stolen from the next person that's checking out more money, but whatever. But folks, we live in the DMV. If you live in the DMV and you're watching this show, this is definitely for you, right? There's a lot of free stuff to do out here. There's a lot of free dates, right? You can go to the park, you can walk around the monument. All right, this is a great place to talk to someone. You can go get coffee. You don't got to go get drinks. Drinks are expensive. You buy a couple of top shelf drinks and you $50 in. So why spend the money on that when you get some coffee? You know what I'm saying? You can go to a museum, bike ride, go to the track. You can work out together, do an outdoor activity. Anything $20 and below is very easy. That's like $20 you willing to lose. So, for my brothers out there that's getting a little mad because you spend a lot of money, maybe you might want to just change your format a little bit. I don't know.
But see, the problem with the cheap free dates for most people who are trying to get a quick fix or have not pure intentions is that you get found out because it requires you to communicate. It requires you to show your true self. And period, point blank, a lot of people don't have the fortitude or intellectual capacity to even entertain or hold someone's attention. Most people don't even know how to communicate due to social media, due to text messaging, and what so have you. I've been around young folks my age, and they have a hard time even articulating themselves. So at that moment, you're probably not going to be interested in that person, man or woman, because they don't even know how to express to you what they like about you, what they like about themselves, where they come from. I mean, you say on a date, where you from? DC. Mm-hmm. What do you like to eat? Pizza. I mean, a free date will expose a person in that capacity, in my opinion.
I mean, I've heard from a lot of women that men can't really articulate themselves in a conversation at dinner, and it's just dead from there. I don't know about most men, but I mean, a lot of men are like that. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know, social media or what do you think?
I think social media is killing it. Go ahead, Tay.
Social media? Well, yeah, it's so easy now. A lot of interaction or initiation of being pursued is done in DMs now, which is crazy.
Slide in the DMs.
I had made a status earlier today on Facebook and just talking about how the lack of communication in dating is communication is not present. In terms of people are not really spending time getting to know each other before they actually get involved with each other. They're not asking I appreciate when a guy asks me what my favorite color is, and stuff like that. It's the minor stuff that people are just overlooking, and it's just why? Why? If you can't spend time with me to get to know me and take time and communicate, and it's this not dating.
I got a question. Do you think that this is the case? I don't know about you guys, but I've primarily in my life dated African American men. Do you think that our issues are the same as other races potentially?
I think that, and a lot of people may get it misconstrued as far as how I go in on interracial dating on Facebook. I don't have a problem with interracial dating. My only issue is that when it's only I only date that. But I think that it's worthwhile for everybody to experience dating outside of their race one time, here and there.
Yeah, for sure.
To come back home to realize, okay, this is a little different. Or maybe this is just a black man thing, or maybe this is just a black woman thing. Well, let me take that back, because that's risky too. You can't necessarily say that just because of one experience with the outside of your race, and then you try to compare that one experience to all the times you dated African American men. But I do think dating outside of your race, and you can come back and you can realize, like, okay, these issues is this, and this I don't deal with this here. So that's just me.
I think the activity when it comes to a date has more to do with the company that you have. So whether it's taking a walk in the park or going to an expensive dinner, if you don't have the ability to hold one's attention, it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's free or cost you $300.
That's true.
Like if you can't be articulate, if you can't be wit, if you can't be funny, if you can't pose the appropriate questions as it relates to trying to let her know that you're interested in her, it doesn't matter. And one thing I tell people all the time is when you spend a lot of money on dates and you don't get a call back, if you're lame when you're broke, you're going to be lame when you have money. It doesn't matter.
Corny.
So,
Hooray.
Corny broke, corny with money, man.
As in Drake. Still lame.
I don't think Drake is corny either. I personally like Drake.
I think more men should be as expressive and communicate like Drake.
I like
does.
Drake.
He shows his
I like Drake.
Drake's doing well in the dating scene, man.
Yeah, I
He
don't
got
think
some bad
Drake is
joints,
corny
man.
at all.
He
And
got
I
some
think
bad
women are
joints.
attracted
Drake
to
is
him
extra
because
thirsty,
he
man.
is so expressive.
I like Drake.
Yeah, I agree.
love Drake.
I agree.
Shots fired. I don't like Drake. All right, so look. So I want to segue into this question: why do men feel entitled to sex because they pay?
I mean,
How about
I
y'all
want
think
the
about
men.
that?
I want the men to answer this question because
Look,
I've always
we
been
gonna give-
curious.
We gonna give them time to think. We gonna give it the time to, like this.
I
May
mean,
not be
do you
your
want
opinion.
my personal perspective from my life, or do you want my opinion?
We want everything.
Look, we want it all. So what we gonna do? We gonna play this next video, and then we gonna jump right into that.
Well, I definitely had a great time. Thank you for a wonderful evening.
No problem. Cool. No problem.
When are we gonna see each other again?
Yo,
That's what I like about you. You're honest, and it's hard to find. It's really all I'm looking for in a guy.
yo, you want me to be honest? Okay. You know how people go on dates and they be like, oh man, you know, I had a really great time. Let's do this again sometime. Yeah, let's never do this again. I'm being dead ass serious right now. And I mean that, honestly. Let's never do this again. Here's why I say that, because you said that you were waiting for marriage to have sex. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't see us getting married. I don't see us doing anything. I only did this for the sex. I thought that after this date, we were going to go up, you were gonna say, hey, you wanna come upstairs, jingle your keys a little bit or something like that, and then next thing you know, we start fucking. You kept laughing and hitting me and touching me, and I'm thinking we fucking. That's literally why I'm here. I just spent $200 on you. We went to a play, went to the theater, and now we here, and I'm thinking that maybe that was gonna do enough for me to get the panties. And you waited till after I spent $200 to tell me that you wasn't having sex until marriage. What the hell is wrong with you, yo? We not fucking tonight? Don't you got a kid? So that means you fucking, right? And you wasn't married. So now you wanna wait till me to say you're not having sex. I'm cool with that. Let me tell you something, all right? Look, listen. I understand that you don't want to be a hoe no more. I applaud that. You gave your life to God. I'm happy for you. But I'm not the one. I want a girl who's not with God. I want somebody who's fucking. I'm not with the shits, all right? I came here for the sex, and that's it. So I don't see us doing this again.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
You really gonna bring her to Cafe Loren like this? She's all...
That boy is special. He is special.
Look, man,
Special talent.
if the sex got to be a chore like all that, I don't even want it, man. Like, I don't want it to be a chore. I want it to be something organic that just happens. I don't want it to be like, oh, I got to have a conversation with you about why you're not having sex. Like, who has time for that?
True.
if you can't pick up on, so dating for me is about energy, right? If you can't pick up, first of all, the conversation about her being abstinent or whatever the case may be, again, goes back to communication. Should have happened way before they even went out. But if you can't pick up on the signals and the cues that either one, a woman or a man, is giving you on how to proceed, and don't act on those cues, then there's nothing. How can anybody feel bad for you? I mean, it's all about energy. So if she was she was clearly letting him know that she wasn't into it. He should have just took the L if it was an L and moved on with it.
Well, I don't think that's something you learn in the first date. You know, we're talking and getting to know each other, and you realize like I'm actually in a phase of celibacy in my life right now, and like I think how he reacted in the car. Was blatantly rude and ignorant. Like
it was funny though.
It was funny.
It's just to be funny though. It was meant to be funny.
Yeah.
But I know I can really see some inner dude really saying that.
Yeah, for sure.
Not funny.
That's not funny.
But what was I gonna say? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, he obviously went into the date. If it was a date, he went into the situation thinking, I'm about to take Shorty to the play. I'm about to pay for her meal, and $200 should be enough to get.
It's going down.
That within itself, I can't feel
man.
sorry for you. Like, you went into it with
$200. You better be busting it open, man.
Come on.
Whoa.
Oh wow. And these intentions is what I'm talking about. Like, you a 31-year-old man. This is what I'm talking about.
Right. Hey, I don't have to do all that though.
That's
crazy.
That's not my
reality.
You have to do it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not doing that.
That's wild.
That's not my reality, Shantae.
So here's my thought. Here's my thought, and I'm gonna go there. Here's my thought. My problem with people in our generation, the energy was good, so we just had sex. That's up to you. Do what you want to do. But the problem is, what happens is these ball players get caught up. She get pregnant. They get upset. They get salty. We all have the opportunity to make informative decisions. Secondly, if you are a male or a woman who is above the age, I would say, of maybe 28 or older, I would hope that you're mature enough to understand that most people during that age group are looking for monogamy or looking for something serious. Not all, but a lot of people
Not
are.
all.
Yeah, exactly, not all, but a lot of people are looking for something more. And in my opinion, in order for you to really get to know a person, and again, this is not the law because there are some exceptions to the rule, but generally speaking, it takes time. Building a friendship is important to a long-lasting relationship. And if you're just jumping into the sheets, it's hard for you to really be able to decide, do I really like this person or do I like the sex?
And see, I think a lot of men, especially black men our age or early 30s or even younger, I don't think they're viewing dating the same way as a lot of women is viewing it. We see it as like we're going to get to know each other and we're going to take it step by step. They're seeing it as is I got hidden motives and I got an agenda. Like, I mean, it's like preliminaries. Let's get past this preliminary talk and to get to know you and exchanging pleasantries. And it's like, let's get down to what I like. I came here so I don't get fined. Like, dudes came to the date so I get the draws. Like, that's really what it is.
That's why you should be upfront with your motives, man.
And that's ridiculous.
And it's ridiculous.
I don't to Kay's point. I don't think age has anything to do with someone wanting to be monogamous.
No.
I mean, I've seen people who are younger than 25 end up being married for a while. So that I disagree with that point about what you said. But I just had a brain fart. But in terms of expecting sex on any date, I think we're kidding ourselves if we think for 1 minute that any man goes out with any woman that he's interested in and at no point doesn't want to, at some point, lay down with her on top of all the other things he's interested in.
Right.
So yes,
Can
coming
he wait
out
for
of
marriage, though,
coming
or is
out
that like a no-go?
that again,
No.
that's a conversation you have to have
No.
with that person. I know a few men who are abstinent. I know a few men who have decided to chase themselves and wait until marriage, and I admire that. That's something that I couldn't do myself, but I would let that be known with anyone. It doesn't mean I wouldn't go out with anybody, but to sit here and say that a man is going to go out with a woman that he's interested in and not at some point desire a physical interaction, I think that's being pretty naive. It doesn't mean you have to bring it up because you spend $200, but to say to expect a man to only want to go out with you to get to know you, I just think that we're kidding ourselves with that particular statement.
So y'all acting like y'all don't want sex just as much as us, or if not more.
I don't want sex on the first.
I do think there are some women who want that. I know women who are like, okay, I'm just trying to hook up and leave. I do know some women like that. But as far as I'm speaking to the crowd or the women who are saying I'm going into this with the intention of finding a man because I want monogamy, I want commitment. Like, I'm the kind of person where if I see from the first date or second date that you and I are on the same page, more than likely I'm inclined to be like, have a nice day. It was nice getting to know you, sir. Peace out. And it won't hurt me none. It's nothing for me to leave the situation.
Right.
And a lot of guys, I found their pride got hurt. Like, who does she think she is? It's not who I think I am. I know what I want. And what you're offering is not in line with what I want. So I'm going to do us both a favor and say, thanks and great day.
And at that point, as a man, you got to just charge it to the game and take that L, man. Because it's plethora of women out here. You guys outnumber us. Like, I don't know. What's the ratio, man, in the world? What's the ratio in DC? 30-1?
It's like 15-1.
15-1. What's the ratio in the world? Like, it's crazy.
It's like 6-1.
Charge it to the game, man.
No,
It's not really hey, listen. Y'all dudes out here that like dogging chicks because they don't want to have sex with y'all, that's weak, man. That's corny, man.
My thing is, Well, I got actually a question. It's kind of changing it up a bit, but I did want to talk about this today. So being ever on dating, aside from the first date, let's talk about actual in a relationship. So you're a black man, you get into a relationship with a black woman, and you find yourself running into turmoil with your mate. Like, what is the disconnect, if there is one, between what is the conflict and the struggle between dating?
See, I never say all, because I don't know. You guys probably follow me on Facebook now. I get in trouble because I don't even say all, but people like, you. What do you mean all black women? Like, nah, it's not about all, but
you and your generalization.
This comes from like 400 years of like slavery and like oppression. Like, the woman had to be the head, so of course the woman feels like she's the head now, so she wants you to be like her pet, subservient to her, man. I'm not with it, man. I'll never do it.
Why do you feel like a black woman wants you to be?
I ain't say all
well,
black
I'm saying
women.
Some women. When you see
I
that,
don't know. I'm not a black woman. I don't know.
Like, when you say that she wants you to be her pet, what is the things that make you say that? Like,
you are a part of her plan. You know what I'm saying? You're not a part of your own plan. I feel like as a man, you need to be your own plan. Like, my life personally, my life is set up where I'm doing my own thing.
So she needs to fit in your life, not you.
I'm not fitting in her life. No way. You know how much I travel? Like, I'm not fitting in nobody's life but mine.
So I get what you're saying. The generalization piece I'm not going to speak about, but I think how I view relationships is more of a partnership in a business, as well as it has a lot to do with love and being intimate and everything like that. So why can't I be a part of your life and you be a part of mine, and we try to find some compromise? I get what Rob's saying. I definitely understand what you're saying. It sounds like as a man, you feel you are always the lead, the head. And honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that. But I do think there comes a time where we as men have to let our pride aside to allow ourselves to be more open to compromise, because there are a lot of women, especially black women, who make more money than we do, who are more successful than we are. And I wouldn't have a problem dating a woman who made more money than me at all, as long as she understood that I was still a man. And if we were to move forward in this relationship, that I would be the head of the household, but she would be my partner, not my tail.
Right.
What does, like, this whole, let the man be the man?
That money thing is that's a touchy subject. For real, that money thing.
You would have to make more money than you.
It's not even about that. It's just in a perfect world that sounds great, but I'm gonna say some women feel like if she makes more money than you, that you're gonna be listening to her. Like, she's not listening to you. Like, when it comes down to something serious, it's like, oh, this is my house, or you can get out. Like, y'all have an argument. Oh, you can get out. This is my house.
I
you know what I'm saying? And that's real. That happens.
I think the only time I've ever heard of or seen women act in that manner is if a man is just not stepping up to the plate, in which she has to tell you how to pay bills. She has to tell, like when you come,
that happens.
As a man, when you come with a plan and you act with action, 9 times out of 10, a woman is not going to question your manhood because she sees that you know what you're doing. But when you come and you acting like you the man, but you ain't got no money, you asking her for her car, right. You asking her to pay for your Uber, then of course I'm not going to respect you as a man because you haven't shown me that you're responsible enough.
So that's the thing. Women wants a heterosexual woman wants to follow a strong man. Like, that's the thing. Like, naturally, heterosexual women don't have a problem being submissive and following a man. It's just a matter of like, what man am I following? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't be leading me backwards, or you cannot be lacking as a man, but then you expect me to give you 100% respect as a man.
If you have
that's the issue.
If you have a woman that's constantly questioning your masculinity, just simply due to the fact that she makes more money than you, one, that's emotional abuse. It's very manipulative, and it too shows that she really doesn't know what it takes to be a partner. If all she's thinking about is her financial well-being.
Well, it's not even just money.
I'm just saying, like, if a man is in a relationship with a woman and she's constantly questioning him being a man, one, that does require some self-assessment on his part, but two, that shouldn't probably be a woman that he should even be with, just because of how she's approaching.
I got a question for Steven. Just to go back here, you were saying that it's naive of a woman to think that a man wouldn't want to have sex with her on a date.
No, not sex with her on a first date. Sex with her, period. So, sitting across from me and just only thinking that the only thing I want out of this situation is to get to know you is naive. Not only do I want to get to know you, but at some point I want this to progress into something more, which, yes, does include physical intimacy. Right. Not saying the first date or the 10th date, but to sit here across from me, a straight man, and you looking fine and you black and you over there with all that going on, and to actually expect me to say, oh yes, I'm just going to sit here. I really want to just get to know her and everything like that. No, yes, I want to get to know you. I want to know your dreams. I want to know what you're about. I want to know your family, but also at some point would like to get to know you a little bit more physically later on down the line.
Right. I was gonna. Well, the question I was gonna ask was
the first date piece.
The question I was gonna ask was to the guys, to the fellas. Do you think that a woman should be worthy of your body? Like in my mind, not to be arrogant, but every man that I sit down with who's attractive is not worthy of me.
That's true.
I'm wondering, do men have the same? Do men have the same mentality, or do you not care? If she's willing, I guess the question is, if a woman is willing, are you gonna be like, okay, because she's willing, then alpha energy, I'm gonna go, or do you have?
You can't just be out here sticking and moving.
I don't want to go off on topic, but there's definitely an issue with self-worth among black men.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not going to pretend to sit here like we don't have some of the lowest self-esteem among anyone out here. I wouldn't call myself a victim, but I've dealt with low self-esteem my entire adult life. So to say that we lack some sense of self-worth is absolutely accurate. So just as much as a woman can be a hoe, so are men, and it comes from not loving yourself. So when you're talking about worth, I don't think a lot of men even see themselves as being a worthy component to anything. They just look at themselves as a man, and they have sex, they go to work and everything like that. So, I mean, that's a great question to ask any man. Do you think this woman is worthy of your body? But at the same time, the woman is the prize. I mean, in my mind, in all facets, the woman is the prize. Not saying that I'm just shit on the stick, but the woman is the ultimate goal that I'm trying to attain.
Being that you said that a lot of black men realistically do deal with a lot of self-confidence or self-worth issues, do you think that would you also, why are you looking at me like that? Would you also say that kind of impacts the way that you treat black women in a relationship? Like if you don't value yourself or you dealing with issues.
I think it impacts how you treat anybody, whether it's romantic, platonic, or anything. It affects how you treat people. If there's no self-worth, it goes back to the old adage: you can't love anyone before loving yourself. Whether that's a black woman, your mom, your dad, your bros on the street, you can't share any kind of love with anyone without loving yourself.
That's real.
At the end of the day, if a man's not where he wants to be in his life, like especially in his career, like if you got some drive about you, you want to do good at what you do. You know what I'm saying? You want to be making moves, progressing. If you're not progressing in life, you're not gonna be able to have a successful relationship with a woman. It's just not gonna happen.
So this is a perfect segue. So why do people get out there in the dating game knowing that they have some personal work to do? In my opinion, that is doing more damage because it's a cycle, right? Hurt people hurt people. So a woman hurts a guy, a guy hurts a woman, and it just keeps continuing.
A lot of men out here are looking for women to save them. Not just
to
women.
Save them.
Save them. You heard me. Save them.
She said to
save them. Right, Shantae, we talked about it. You know it. Yes, it is true.
It's not true.
Save them.
No, it's just,
I need him to elaborate on what does that even mean.
Look, man,
she was like, save them.
Here trying to get over on, like they find a woman making some good money. You know what I'm saying?
Being in a relationship should elevate you, though.
Basically a bum. Not always a bum, but doing less than her. You know what I'm saying? Looking for her to save them, man.
Not save them, but it's just like, why? If I could do that by myself.
He can't afford that house on his own. But if she got it, you know what I'm saying? They can both. He can move in. That happens. It's real. This is reality.
I can, because I like to listen. I like to check everything that's going on and then say my piece, right? No, I will say on both sides now, and I think something that we have to do if we're going to talk about the issue of dating, especially within our culture, to get our people right? Can't worry about everybody else, but we can definitely do something about our own. We have to look at things from both sides. There are men out there who are looking for a come up on women too sometimes. You may not see it as often, but some men do that. You have some men out there.
All damn day.
There's a thing called the wall at Howard where I had someone like my cousin, rest in peace, but he used to he didn't have a lot going for him because he lived the street life for a little while, you know what I'm saying? But he could meet these nice girls at Howard, every year there's a new team, every August there's a new team coming through. And he could go down there and meet a girl that's gonna be an RN or something. They want to meet somebody from the city, and they put them on, and you could get some shoes. I know other people in the city too that do that. They be looking for these girls out here. They're smart, they're educated, and it's a cyclical issue because you have a lot of women they're already undernumbered as far as potential men to go for, right?
Yeah.
So then they start lowering their standards as far as what they would take because they're just happy to find
out of loneliness. Man.
Let's just be honest. In this city, sometimes they just happy to find a straight man that is available, that doesn't have a side, that don't got a side secret wife or girlfriend out there, right? Yeah, something. So you got a lot of chicks that will lower their standards for a brother, and then you have brothers that are aware of this. I know people who have made a career off of taking advantage of these kind of women. A career.
These women
taking
are prey,
advantage of women.
They pray for these dudes, man. Especially a dude from the city.
But at the end of the day, it goes to what, but I believe the root cause of that, it goes back to what Steven said, which is they have no sense of self. A lot of these guys, they're not taking advantage of things they can do. Even the ones that have got themselves caught up in the system, they're not truly saying, okay, look, and I know that's not an avenue, but you go get a barber's license, you can go become a tattoo artist. There are other things to do other than rap and trap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways to make money, even if you got caught up in the system. Mm-hmm. And you have a lot of these guys, they don't even understand what they can do. Like, people don't understand as black people in an urban environment, the whole world wants to be like you. There are competitions right now in Korea where people are breakdancing. Breakdancing, last time I checked, started in New York. You get what I'm saying? But now the whole world is doing it. Like, DJing is huge in France, huge in London. Right. But it started right here in New York, in black urban neighborhoods where people were like borrowing money or stealing money just to buy a 1 and 2. Yeah. So it's a lack of self-worth, and we have to understand what that worth is. But on the women's side as well, there's a lot of women don't really value who they are and what they bring to a relationship.
Yeah, I got a quick question, and it's kind of like segue off that. In terms of self-value, or even, switching it up a bit, I wanted to ask this. What do you guys think, so I guess to the guys, what is your idea? I hear this concept a lot as far as like, you won't let me be the man, or like you say like you want a submissive woman. What is submissiveness from? What is this concept of submit? Like, can you guys just elaborate on that a bit as far as
just let me be the man? Like,
what does that mean? Like, how can a woman let you be the man when you already are? Ooh.
I know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So how can she stop you from being?
She can't. Nobody can stop me from doing nothing. But I'm saying. Exactly. But like, I'm not like no chauvinist like that. Like, some guys are not realistic. Talking about, I just told you at your house, like they want my woman to cook for me 7 days. Come on, bro. It's 2017. It's not happening. As long as you got some food, man, y'all can get takeout every day. I'm good with takeout every day. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about that, but it's just about, the man leads, but the woman has a powerful position as well. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel. That's how I feel it should go.
Submission for me is reciprocal. You submit to me, I submit to you.
Right.
There'll be times where you will lead. There'll be times where I lead. The fact is that we trust one another to lead when it's time for you to lead, when it's time for me to lead. So submission for me goes both ways. So I don't have that issue with my masculinity where I'm not afraid to ask my partner to take the lead on X, Y, and Z, as she shouldn't feel slighted if I decide to take the lead on ABC. But it goes both ways. Again, it goes back to being able to communicate with your partner and having a partner and understanding that this is a union of two people creating one life.
I think that's a very rare perspective you have as a black man, because I know a lot of black men that feel as though just because I am the man, like you may be well versed on something a little bit more than what I am, but just because I'm the man and I'm too honorary or egotistical or prideful to say, baby, you take the charge on this because I have to do it because I'm the man.
And that speaks directly to low self-esteem.
I totally agree with Steve.
But let's be clear real quick, because y'all know me, I like to always throw that little other piece in. Let's not try to act like this is a black man issue. Men, period. Got that issue. I don't know. I know.
No, he's right. It's a man issue.
It's a man issue if that's the case.
Black men got an issue with ambitious black women.
No.
Wait a minute. White men got a problem with ambitious white women.
That's embraced by a lot of other
what you mean that's rare?
From black women.
What?
I don't have an issue with white women.
We're not gonna stump all over black men.
This ain't just a black man. No. This ain't just a black man. This is a man thing. Period.
No. I think. Hold on. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Trump.
I think that this is a man issue. I think that for a lot of men, pride is a big issue, and I feel like at the root of submission is communication and security. When you're a secure man and you're walking in your truth, you're not going to have a problem with a woman saying, hey, I have experience in X, Y, and the third, and I think we should do it this way. I mean, it's almost like a woman who, I don't know, who's a mechanic and something happens to your car, are you going to really tell her if she does this for a living that, no, I'm the man, I'm going to do it? It doesn't make any sense. But it requires a man humbling himself to understand, as Stephen pointed out, this is a partnership. So there are times where he will lead and there are times where she will lead. But if you're not secure enough for that, then more than likely, you're probably not secure enough to be in a relationship. Being in a relationship takes a lot of vulnerability. Yeah, you got to be ready for it.
Yeah, scam alert. I purposely date women who are smarter than me. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. I'm not. I have no problem. I have no problem asking anyone for help, especially the one that I'm sharing my life with. I think that's asinine. Ain't no that's just dumb. That's stupid, bro.
Look, I have one more question. I know we got to wrap up, but I do want to ask this because I hear this a lot. So it seems as though black households, a lot of them are single parent households, and unfortunately, it's the woman that's the single parent. Some not saying this is the reality for everybody, but a large part. So my thing is, they say that for some reason the black daughter will honor and respect and embrace the strength of her mother, but sons that grow up to be black men and black adults will grow to, I guess, despise the strength of the black woman. So then that raises a black man that kind of has this disconnect with black. So it becomes a disconnect, a grown disconnect between the grown black woman and the grown black man, because she has this strength that her mother instilled in her. He's seen that all he took was orders from a woman all his life, from his mom and stuff like that. So,
I see what you're saying.
So it's like, I don't like that shit. So what is that?
I mean, my mom's a strong black woman, but that's my mother. You know what I'm saying? Nah, as far as, I'll be honest, I don't want a woman to act all the way like my mom. You know what I'm saying? My mom has her faults. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mom are like best friends, so I can talk about this. Yeah, my mom is a strong black woman, but my mom has her flaws. You know what I'm saying?
As every woman does.
So I'm not gonna get into that, but
no, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it just is what it is, man. You know, it happens.
Well, I would throw this out there with that. As far as the whole, I think a lot of black men, I think love their moms, but I think there's an issue that when they get out here and look for a woman, you got to understand what media has done, what systematic images have been put into the heads of our black youth, and then we have to be the guards of that, right? So unfortunately, not every family in America, and especially in black America, is married. Actually, we have one of the lower marriage rates. But then we have to start looking at not just directly in the marriage, but then the things that surround those marriages that create those environments, right? We have to start looking at the things that, like, okay, what kind of positive reinforcements are you looking for? Like, and a lot of people are going to disagree when I say this, but when you're a married man, you should start looking. And yeah, some of your friends may not be married yet, but you should start looking to have some married friends around you, so you have that positive reinforcement. Also, especially with women, right? Everybody wants to still ride with their girls, be with their girls, but at the end of the day,
that's not gonna change.
Look, but you know what? But at the same time, but here's the thing, though. This is something to consider when you're trying to go into covenant with this man. Now, you wanted to be married. No one forced you to get married. Y'all got married together. Right. He proposed to you. You said yes. So then y'all came into covenant together to be married. But now, what your girls got to say now, because they're like, girl, he wants you to be in by 9. Heck no, that was me. But you're married to your man. Y'all built a covenant together.
Check this though. If I ever divorce you, my girl's still gonna be there.
Right. But see, that's the issue. We go into the marriage. That's the problem with the black community.
That's a terrible way of thinking.
Yeah, but you go into a negative, it's gonna be
negative. That's a terrible way of thinking.
You can't go into the marriage thinking about how your girls got your back. You should go into the marriage realize, you know what, my man gonna be my rock. Oh, man should go into the marriage saying my woman about to be my new rock. Not my boys got my back. Frat can't do nothing for me. Like, I'm not having sex with Frat. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to be with my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna rub my back. She gonna kiss me. All or nothing is the marriage. Like, if you're not willing to if you're not willing to go all in, don't get married.
No, that don't mean I want to drop my friends because
I'm not saying don't drop your friends.
But to say after I get divorced, my girl's still gonna be there. That's just a terrible. I mean, you're hedging your bet basically. That's no. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts your partner for sure. I mean, it's gonna hurt the nigga that you're gonna be with. But what I'm saying is, if you go into any type of long-lasting lifetime situation with that kind of thinking, then you're not ready.
No, I'm just saying, if you love me so much, why is me still kicking it with my girls and having a relationship?
Shantae she thinking of the exit plan already, man.
No, I'm not. All right, man.
I know we got.
That's that lawyer, man.
So we gotta wrap up. Look, and we do this every show. It gets super hot in the last 10 minutes, and then, but that's why we always continue the conversation online.
Yes,
so
sir.
if you're watching, hit us up on YouTube, the Nitty Gritty Show.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can find us.
So make sure you can always tweet us at TBJ_Nitty Gritty. You can also like our Facebook page, The Nitty Gritty Show, and our Instagram page, The Nitty Gritty as well.
So you can email us.
And you can email us at the nitty-gritty2017@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
So definitely keep the conversation going. Hit us up. We do have people that hit us up often on Facebook sometimes that, they have comments, they have different things that have been said, and definitely continue the dialogue because that's how we grow as a people. Mm-hmm. But definitely great having everyone on. Yeah. Steven, tell them where they can follow you at if they have questions for you, sir.
I hope not. But yeah, you can follow me because I have no answer. You can follow me none. You can follow me at Jose's World. That's on Twitter and Instagram. Jose's World. That is my handle. And StephenJPowell.com is my website.
Okay. Oh, websites. Make sure you guys check out theblackjuice.com. Got some pretty cool articles up today as well. Yeah.
The Black Juice.
Tell them where they can follow you, sir.
Rob Parks Jr. on Facebook, Twitter, R Parks Jr. 85, and look out for me on RealSport101.com. Just Google Real Sport and Rob Parks. All my articles will pop up. Just did one on Michael Vick. Doing pretty well. So I'm just working, man.
That's what's up. Look, it's been another great show. Thank you guys for watching. I know y'all like these shirts. Y'all can buy one next month. We should have them available for sale. Buy a shirt. Don't be cheap. Don't ask for a discount because we ain't going to give you one. All right? $20. $20. Pay the money, all right?
Not 18, not 15. Not
y'all spending $80 for Versace and everything else and holy Kanye shirts. So pay the $20, all right? Look, it's been another Nitty Gritty Show. It's your boy, Jay DeCosta.
It's your girl, Katniss.
Tay Jordan.
We are the Nitty Gritty Show. We out. 10 episodes. Damn, it's hot.